Well, hello again. When we decided to do these daily videos, I had no idea just how much information I'd have to share with you. And once again today, although we try to keep this to 60 seconds, I can tell there's just going to be a lot of information. So hang in there with me while I share a few thoughts with you. First of all, thank you to so many who participated, thousands that participated in the Telethon Hall meeting yesterday. A great experience, so good that we've decided to do this every Thursday. Every Thursday evening we'll be doing this. And if you'd like details on these Teletown Hall meetings, you can go to curtis.house.gov and we'll have information there so you can participate if you'd like to. One of the questions that came up last night that was asked by quite a few people, and I didn't have enough information to give a really good answer, is what to expect from the National Guard. And we hear that governors and states are calling out the National Guard. That President Trump declaring an emergency actually has authorized that. But I have a statement from our governor on this that I think is very important for everybody. So let me just read that if you wouldn't mind. Currently, the National Guard is on call and would only help in an absolute state of an emergency, such as distributing supplies, getting medical aid, etc. I'm working with the OD to ensure that they remain under the command of the state, not the Pentagon. We have far more flexibility if we keep them under our command. Thank you, Governor. Thank you for that wisdom and also kind of the clear signal that the National Guard, if used, would be used for humanitarian reasons such as distributing food. Of note, this should be obvious, but the U.S. State Department on Thursday warned American citizens not to travel abroad. Like I say, that should be obvious, but they've elevated that to what they call a level 4 do not travel advisory. And please, if you have plans, obviously don't carry them out. If you have loved ones, American citizens overseas, the State Department is geared up to help with that. And on my website, we do have a link for the State Department where you can call and get information about how to give your loved ones and relatives help who might be trapped overseas. Also in state news, the unemployment claims rose by 29% because of the virus. I want to be careful with that statistic. Remember, they were incredibly low, so any increase would sound dramatic. And the state has a website for displaced workers to see what their options are. And again, we have that link on our website under COVID-19, and you can check out exactly how to connect with those resources. I want to give a tip. This came to me from a banker friend who shared with me something I hadn't thought about, and that is one of the things that we should be thinking about is it's best not to handle cash. Cash, we know, can carry the virus, and to the extent possible that you have payment methods other than cash, they're clearly preferable. And so give that some thought as we ourselves are giving cash or give others cash, that it's probably not the best form right now. I want to share, I spent most of my day calling companies in the district. And first of all, I'm pleased to see the creativity. I've heard of things like gyms renting out their rental equipment. Number one, they're closed, so they get some revenue from renting it out, but it also gives people access to this equipment. You've all heard perhaps of car companies making respirators. That warms my heart to hear the creativity that's happening, and it's no surprise that our district, our state will lead out on much of this creativity. But I'm concerned about businesses, especially small businesses. I'm just hearing a lot of concern. Cash flow is really critical. And in Congress, we recently passed what's called the Families First Response Act. It has, although I voted for it, it does have some provisions that concern me. And so today I wrote a letter to the United States Treasury Department Secretary asking for relief on behalf of the small businesses and flexibility in how they interpret the act. And also today the Treasury and U.S. Department of Labor announced plans to implement related paid leave for workers and tax credits for small and mid-sized businesses to help them swiftly recover, and this is all good news. No doubt our businesses will have questions about this. We're working with the different chambers around the district to put together a teletown hall specifically on these business-related issues. And please, once again, go to our website for additional details. And we'll be back to you with a video every day in the Teletown Hall next week. Thank you very much.